Hi Saggies, welcome to our channel. We're so excited to have you here. We are starting the readings for our fire signs, and we are starting off with Saggy. All right, let's use our Starseed Wisdom of Spiritual Growth cards, and let's find out what the theme of your reading is going to be. All right. You're getting surrender. Surrender. You know, let's see what this has to say. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. There could be a couple reasons you're getting this message. Let's go into your reading a little deeper before I say anything, because what I'm feeling is that maybe there's something that there's something that you're working on alone and you want complete and utter control of it. Yeah. And you have, and you're seeing that there's, but it's going to be ushered in beautifully. All of the readings have come with grace this month, and you got the Page of Swords again. It's come out in almost every reading. Wow. We have to say that. We're, as of tonight, right now, we have moved into a new moon in Libra, which is ushering in communications. I'm gonna have to sneeze again. It's probably the Palo Santo and the Sage I used clear after the Gemini reading. But we have the Page of Swords is air, and it's ushering in this new moon, and that's what this card is meant. And this is very significant for what's happening with you, because there's something that you want complete and utter control over, and you need to surrender to the fact that this is not something that can be controlled. It's gonna be ushered in. It's being ushered in by the Page, and it's being signified by the Ace. The Ace is going to seal this deal for you, that there's going to be communication that comes in. And it's really, and you have the Five of Swords supporting the Page of Swords. These are all air cards right here, right in the middle of your read. And we're going to clarify these cards in a moment. But then you've got the Pentacles, which I believe are fire. They're yours, aren't they? No, the Wands are yours. This is going to be Earth, the creation of things. Yeah, this is Earth. And so you have something here that's in creation. And there's going to be a lot of creativity between now in January, just for the fact that we have so many planets in retrograde. And if you want to understand what that means, if you want to take a deeper dive into that, watch our general reading video for October. I explain all 7 planets that are in retrograde right now, and some of them are good. They mean great things. They're ushering in expansion, ushering in creation. Mercury has been in retrograde, and I believe it goes out on the 18th. Neptune comes out of retrograde, I believe, tomorrow, which will kind of take all that water, that mutable water that we've had, that huge influence of water, out of the picture for us. And this theme here, that it seems like there's like a 3-person for you. This is not a 2-person thing. This is a 3-person thing we have going on here. We have somebody who's mentoring you, who's counseling you. And they're counseling you on something that's fixed. It's already growing. It's already in creation here. If you can see the grapes that are on the vine here, they're already ripening. They're almost ready to be picked. They're almost ready to become whatever they're going to become, whether it be wine or grapes. There's nothing wrong with just grapes, is there? No. They could become the simplest form. But you know, what I'm seeing here is there's a connection. If you see the color of the grapes and the color of this gentleman's robe, there's a connection between this mentor and what's getting ready to be coming to fruition. It's almost like he or she is your muse. You're definitely the creator, but there's a connection between what you're getting ready to do, between what's actually being created and what's actually happening. And see what I mean by this is a 3-person thing. Notice how the mentor has his companion as well. And you're not ignoring that companion. He's got, now in this card, it's a dog. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a dog. It's just a symbol. He has a companion. It's a symbol of companion. Could be a dog. But if we want to get really tactical about it, but I'm really feeling like this third person, this companion, I'm going to get some clarifiers on this card, and this one's going to be a little bit different because I don't want to misspeak on anything, but I don't. The companion, I think, is kind of having, like, at this point, a bigger influence on your mentor at this point in time. And you like when the mentor is communicating with you and the communication is between the both of you. It's not that you dislike this companion. It's just that they don't have your vibe. They don't get you. And when advice comes from the companion to your mentor to you, you can tell. You can tell that there's outside influence when your mentor, whomever it may be, your idol, whatever, your confidant, your best friend, whomever it may be, you can tell when they're communicating with you and it's already been filtered through the companion. And the companion, I don't see that they actually mean you any harm, but they don't get you. So whatever you've been working on, they don't get it. And so you kind of dismiss their comments because you know they really don't get what you're doing. And so you dismiss them. And they feel wounded by this. They feel like they have all of these resources, all of this knowledge that you're ignoring, and they kind of feel like beat up by the situation. The third party does. They feel beat up by the situation. And you're not coming at them with swords, right? You're not coming at them with swords at all. You just kind of don't get along with the companion, whatever it may be. Whatever that companion may actually be in someone's life. Okay, let's see what your yeah, the messenger. Okay, yeah, so I would never tell anyone to surrender their creation to someone else. So I hope that's not the message, because if it is, I don't recommend it at all. That's not what I at all would give anybody's advice. I would say that your surrender card in this moment means surrender to the fact that you're going to have to agree to disagree at this point, right? You're going to have to agree to disagree. You are going to have to understand what your relationship is with this third party person that feels that they have all of these resources, knowledge to give you, and surrender the fact that this is your person of influence. It's going to be your person of influence, and the companion is adorably lovely. However, they just don't get you. Now, the second part of your story is that you're going to get a message, whether it's from yourself, sitting in solitude and surrendering to the fact that maybe in this situation, whatever you're doing, the person that you look to get the most advice from is not going to be able to give you that advice this time. Maybe you need to surrender to that, because there's going to be a message that comes in, because your oracle card is the messenger. Now, the messenger is very significant of Libra, and we're just moving into the Libra new moon as of tonight, which is why I waited to do the reading for tonight, so it'll be actually fresh and new for the rest of October. There's going to be a message that comes in this situation, and it's going to bring you harmony and balance. But you may have gone into the first week of October and seen this ushering in. And see, these cards right here, these are not significant until today, because the air, okay, there's a train coming by, but we're going to ignore that for a second, and I'm going to take a break for a second. Here are really beginning tonight. These are all air in the middle of your spread, and tonight we just moved into air sun, air moon, and just know that with all of the support and communication that you're going to get this month, it's going to work out. Don't overreact to this situation, and I think that's where surrender is coming in. They're asking you, do this with grace. When you have to tell this person, I love you, but this time I can't take your recommendations. I'll take it into consideration. I may be right, I may be wrong. I'm just not feeling it this time. I think this time I'm going to choose my own path. I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to create harmony and balance by doing so. Let's see what your planetary influence is. I hope this train, whatever's happening, whatever's happening is significant for you. This is very significant, and we're gonna, I don't want to clarify these cards yet. I kind of want to do that at the end, because I really want to understand this message, because I don't want to misspeak in my clarification, because this is not really a negative thing. It's just what it is. I don't really believe in, Sharon. Okay, and that's an asteroid. That's the wounded healer. Okay, so your planetary influence throughout the course of October is the wounded healer, Sharon, which is not an, I misspoke. I think she's under the asteroids, but she's actually a comet. Or he. I'm not gonna give the comet a gender, but I just did, didn't I? Okay, so let's go into this. So Yeah, there's something here that you're having to surrender. And when I say surrender, I don't mean give it to the other person. I mean surrender the thought that this time you have to agree to disagree here. They don't get you. And this is yours. You own this. You created this. Whatever it may be. And it's yours to decide that you're going to not take their recommendation this time. They don't get you. You don't get it. Okay. So chagrin appears when you have that nagging feeling of self-doubt. We just can't shake. You already have all the tools you need to solve your problem. Exactly. You already have the tools to solve your problem. Do you get it? You already created this. These are your tools. You bought your own tools. You brought them here. You did it. This is you. Now, you obviously want to change something about this because all this air right here is bringing in change. Okay? You don't like how it turned out completely. Now, see the two people even out there? There are two people you go to get advice on things when things don't work out correctly. However, the companion person, which is the person the farthest away from you, not the closest, they kind of just, they've influenced your person so much this time in this that you've gone to them. You're kind of like, I'm going to pass on advice. So it says, you already have all the tools you need to solve your problem. You just have to do some deep reflection. Exactly. Bring it back to you to find them. Try as we may, even the most evolved of people carry their trauma with them everywhere they go. How they use their trauma is what is important. Are you lashing out at those around you, or are you focusing your emotions on something productive to better your life and the lives of your community? This asteroid, and it's not an asteroid, I don't know why they're saying this, it's a comet. The asteroid carries with it a delicate balance between inward focus towards yourself and outward focus tending to others. Notice, towards yourself, tending to others. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a minute, what I just thought. Swaying too far into one direction can make us overindulgent and selfish, and the other we can leave us feeling neglected and burnt out. This is an ongoing theme of life that we all must experience at one point or another. And notice how it said one point or another. This doesn't need to go on forever. This is going to happen. Just be cordial about it. Healing, knowledge, gift, silver lining, hope, and there you go. So all I can do at this point is give you some advice about what this means to you. And this means that, this is very close and dear to your heart. I wouldn't let it get to the situation of feeling like the wounded healer. I would just say at this time, I pass. I pass on your advice. I'm not interested in your advice this time. Let's go have a beer or whatever next month. This time it's really something I kind of need to work out alone. And I know I normally come to you when significant things, but what I'm hearing from you doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. This time, let's agree to disagree. I still love you. And I'm still going to be back when that card's not going to do us any good. Okay. I'm still going to be back when, Okay, I'm still going to be back the next time. Just this time, no. Thank you. And I love you. And it's all good. All right? That's the best advice I can give on this one. Yeah, the Fool. So Six of Cups. This is going to be significant for you, whatever decision this is, and you're going to carry this with you. Because here, okay, hold on one moment. Let me finish what I'm doing instead of getting off on a tangent and going completely all over the place. Uranus major. You know, Saggies, if you are looking into Uranus major this month, it's the Two of Cups. This is decision about something significant. The Two of Cups is your soulmate. It's something in your soul. You feel very strongly about it. And you know, we all get in the habit of asking for advice sometimes. And sometimes we ask for it just to kind of hear what the other person's viewpoint is. But this is really important to you. And your advisor this time dug in on this one. And this is something that's very, very dear to your heart. It's very special to your soul. I'm not going to necessarily say this is a person or not, or a decision about a person or not, because I'm kind of feeling like it's a decision about your life path more than it is about someone else. This is really a decision you're making for yourself, I think. And that's why it's so significant to you. And it's almost like you're deciding on communicating something to someone that you otherwise wouldn't. Sag, you wouldn't otherwise make this communication. And it's being ushered in by this new moon in, hold on a minute. And this new moon, you're going to say this, whatever it is. And it really has to do with your life path. And maybe even your life purpose. It might be that significant. And if it is, know this, you can do no wrong when it comes to your life purpose. That is your gift. It's your gift. However it's given while you're here is how it's meant to be. Whenever it's your time to give it, you can do no wrong in giving your life gift. Whatever it is, whatever your life purpose is, you can't. You can't. And see how this life purpose is supported by mutable air? So it's absolutely a form of communication. And he is going to help you. He has come in, and this, he or she or whomever, this being, this influence, look, the stars have got your back. And this horse is just been manifested out of the sky, and it is going to help carry you to the finish line. You've come out of the clouds with this one, with weapons. Hey, sweetheart. Hi, meow, meow. Weapons. You have come out with a shield. You are prepared. And I don't even want to say any type of battle or war, because it's really not. You're going to come out of this. If you see at the bottom, there are two people sitting having a discussion. This is not going to be that kind of like, the thing about it with you is you're so fiery, Saggy. You've got all that fiery passion, and you're putting all of that energy behind this message, and you really want it to be a certain way, and that's what you're trying to control, I think. And you need to surrender to the fact that maybe this time, don't seek everyone's advice. It's really important this message come from you, that it be personal, and it be how you want it to be. Even if you don't get it out correctly, even if it doesn't come across the way you want it to be, this message needs to be all you, Saggy. Okay, look here. On what you were already creating with this person, or this, I really feel like this is a personal thing that's going on with you this month, Saggy. Lots of communications, and it's personal. 6 of Cups. I don't feel like this is business, and I'm not going to say it's relationship, because it may not be relationship in the form of like love relationship. It might be relationship with a friend, but there's a discussion you need to have with someone, and your mentor's advice is not working for you. You have Hercules supporting what you created. And notice how he has his foot, I'm not going to say down on the earth because it's really not. He's got his foot in a solid place and he has his hands in the sky. This is something that is really set in the stars for you, this discussion, whatever it might be. And hold on a moment. I'm so glad when Mercury goes out of retrograde tomorrow. I am so sorry about all these noises during your reading. It was calm and quiet until I started this one, but this one is, I don't know what they're trying to do over there. I'm outside, by the way. All these noises are coming from the outside. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles supporting this thing you're contemplating. And look how you have, look how the stars are ushering in this bird. I don't want to get too fey on you guys because I know that's really not like you. I just want to say you have outside support. You have outside backing. And it's coming from another realm. I don't know how else to say that. That's just it. Sorry. That's the way it is. And then you have this. This is your third party in this situation here. This is really what I feel. And they have all these resources behind them. They kind of feel beat up about this situation. And this is the answer. I'm sorry. The Fool in this situation. They're just kind of like, I really don't, I feel like they're kind of involved in this situation, but they really just kind of don't feel it. And so they're just kind of they're playing around with the subject. And this is not something, they don't understand how important this is to you. And as much as you try to explain it to them, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get, because this is, whatever this is that you have to surrender to the fact that people don't understand, this is not something that's normal for you. I mean, this has to do with something either that you just don't discuss with others, but it is a part of who you are. You see here? It's a part of who you are. They just don't know it. See how the girl is sitting on the cloud, or the man or female or male, or doesn't matter, it's not gender specific. But if you actually look at the picture, there's actually a bird. And then there's another figure formed. This is something that you don't divulge to everyone. And you're having to make a decision about it. And it actually is a part of your gift. It's a part of your life purpose. It's kind of mingled in there. And so you have to make the decision this time that this time, hands off. I surrender to the fact that I'm going to be in the present moment. I'm going to be the one that ushers this in. I'm going to surrender to the fact that I'm going to do this myself. Thank you, Saggies. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Please like, click, subscribe, ring the bell, and we will see you again next month. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.